Hold on, you got a Cybertruck for real? No offense, but I think those things are fucking ugly, but I do think they're cool, though. I just don't think they look good. I'd drive one, though, because I don't care. I already drive an ugly car now. What's up, Leonard? How many, what is it? Boy, last week went by quick, didn't it? What are we now, like, what is it, 7 weeks? It's gotta be 7 weeks. 7 weeks till college football starts, is that right? I don't know. But we're coming down the final stretch here. What's up, TK? What's up, Andrea? TK says I want to call in. Now, yeah. Well, I'll get the StreamYard's already open. I'll get to it here once the show starts officially. My streaming week 0. Yes. I should be streaming every week except for week 3, I think. Whatever week the Georgia Tech and Clemson game is, I'm planning on going to Atlanta. With Rec Talk and Sea Dog to see that game in Bobby Dodd. So I won't be streaming that game because I'll be at the game. But I should be streaming the other ones. I pretty much stream all the Clemson games except for the ones I go to. And maybe 1 week, I think last year, I didn't stream the game against like one of their cupcake games. Because there was a bigger game on at the same time as that. But. What's up, Zona? What's up, Jeremy? Blazer Dog in the house. What's up? Brett Pitt is here. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Congratulations to Pete on 300 midday shows. Can you believe it? I was trying to remember back when I started doing the midday show. I don't even know what year it was. Was it? I can't remember. I can't remember if it was before or after COVID. I think it was after COVID. Maybe like 2021-ish. Something like that. Of course, I used to do the midday show on my main channel, before I started the second channel. And then I got kicked off of YouTube for a week because of something that was said on the midday show. So I moved it over to this channel. I probably could move it back, honestly. I think that was kind of like I don't know. I think it was a mistake by YouTube. I think they screwed up, but they didn't want to hear that when I tried to appeal it. So. Going to UGA this weekend? Huh. I do have some announcements too as far as the channel goes, because the spring and the summer has been pretty crazy for me. You know, I haven't done an ACC show in probably 2 months. But that's going to change starting tomorrow. So I guess I'll go ahead and give the announcement now. I'll give it now and again at the end of the show. But yes, the ACC show returns tomorrow night at 7 p.m. On the PigskinPeete channel with me and Sea Dog. So that should give us enough time between now and the start of the season to do schedule previews for all the ACC teams each week. Also, Sea Dog says he has an announcement to make at 7:30 tomorrow night. So we'll let him give a live announcement on the ACC show. So I don't even know what the announcement is. He just told me he has an announcement to make and he's excited about it. And I said, okay. let's do it at 7:30. And he said, okay. So I'll find out the same time you guys find out about what he's trying to announce. I don't know what it is. Anyway, how was you guys' weekend? My weekend was great. So, well, I didn't do anything yesterday. Yeah, the weather here has been bad for the past couple of weeks. Yesterday it poured down rain. So we kind of yesterday was probably the first day, weekend day in the past couple of months where we didn't have anything to do. And that was, we planned to not have anything to do on purpose. So we had a lazy day. Me and Mrs. Peete yesterday just kind of sat on the couch and watched Netflix all day while it rained. That was pretty much it. And I made a bunch of food. So that was it. I got hit with orders to Korea this morning. Joke's on them. I'm applying for retirement. Which branch are you in? FL Mino. Pete, hopefully getting my phone repaired today. Oh, speaking of phones, that's what I'm still waiting. I ordered a new phone on Friday. I'm waiting on my new phone to come in because I got to give the phone I'm currently using to my wife because she broke hers last week. She's been without a phone since Thursday night. She's just waiting on me to get my new phone so I can give her the phone I have. But yeah, she broke her phone playing pickleball. So she's been driving me crazy. And that's the other thing too. Her friends are been trying to get in touch with her since Thursday, and they can't. So they're all texting me constantly, which drove me up the wall. What's up, Raw for a reason? Dog behind enemy lines is here. But anybody who's gone like 3 or 4 days without a phone, I don't think I've ever gone 3 or 4 days without a phone. I know I've gone like 1 or 2 maybe, just because I'm in some remote area where there's no service. But the technology withdrawal thing is real because I saw her go through it. She was wanting to grab my phone to get it fixed. I'm like, no. You're not stealing my phone. Who's going to win the NBA Finals? Well, I mean, the Thunder probably. I did win money on Game 1 of the NBA Finals. I took the Pacers +9. I think it was +9.5, and that was on Thursday of last week. I won that one, and then I made 2 bets on the game last night. Lost both of them. I still ended up for the week, which was good. But yeah, I lost 2 bets last night on that game. But I got the Thunder winning in probably 5 or 6. Yeah, the cheeseburger at Buffalo Wild Wings is fire. By the way, where's Carolina Jackpot? Does he think that I forgot? He promised me a Buffalo Wild Wings All-American Cheeseburger review on the Rockabilly 864 channel that he does. Not the channel where he rants and raves about Clemson constantly. The other one where he talks about food, hot dogs and burgers and whatnot, and wings. Yeah, the Hatch chili burger is good. All the burgers are good. It's really the best thing they have on the menu. It's not even a burger place.
I'm just losing my mind, that's all.
But if I do get wings from there, I get traditional wings, all flats, because I'm not 9 years old. And I get the original. Well, there's a couple of sauces I like, but I like right now I'm eating the original buffalo is the best one. Mango habanero is good too. Y'all are starting to make me hungry now. Stop. It's almost lunchtime too. I need to stop eating. I need to eat less, not more. One out of 10, I would have sent him back and told him to give me my money back. I'm not eating 9 drumsticks. Have I ever heard of Varsity? You're talking about that restaurant. Let me turn this music off. The Varsity. You talking about that restaurant that's downtown Atlanta by Georgia Tech, by Bobby Dodd? I have heard of it. I've seen it too. I just never went in it. I drove by it a couple of times. When I go there in well, I guess what is it, September? Yeah. When I go there in September, I'll go, try it just to say I did it. But honestly, even the Georgia Tech people like Sea Dog and Rec Talk have said it's overrated. They don't even like it that much. So I don't have very high expectations of what to expect there. I mean, what is it? Is it like a Denny's or something? I mean, what is it? It's breakfast food, isn't it? And then like hot dogs and hamburgers? I don't even know what it is. It's like a diner, right? I think so. So you can get like breakfast food or maybe like a burger. Yeah. "21 years on the 14th. When are you going to retire?" My brother just retired last year for the Air Force. He was in for it was either 25 or 26 years. He was going to retire right at 20, and he was a pilot in the Air Force. And he went to go put his retirement papers in after 20 years, and he was just going to go commercial, fly commercial. And they had a shortage of pilots at the time, so they gave him an amount of money he couldn't refuse. They said not only did they give him a big raise to keep him around for another 5 years, they said not only we'll give you a raise, but we'll let you fly for Delta on the side while you're still in the Air Force. So he was getting paid by both Delta and the Air Force for like 5 years there. In 2027, all right, that's not that far away. You got 2 years, buddy. "We spent the night in Clemson one day last week. Damn all the Paul cult. Damn it all the Paul cult." Well, yeah, I mean, you're going to see a bunch of Clemson people in Clemson. Just like if you go to Florida, you're going to see a bunch of Florida people. If you go to Georgia, you're going to see a bunch of Georgia people. Did you have fun, though? Clemson's a cool town. I mean, I don't care who you're a fan of. It's a cool place to visit and just kind of like walk around downtown and stores and bars and whatnot. And everything's sort of consolidated. I mean, you got the soccer stadium, the baseball stadium, the football stadium are all within a 10-minute walking. It's all sort of right there. So you can, if you're into sports and you just want to see stuff, you can see it pretty easily without having to get in an Uber and go all over Kingdom Come to see it, you know. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. You are right about Rick Talk and Sea Dog are absolutely correct about the varsity. Way overrated.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I ate there in 2016. I was at a radio convention and it was just right down the street. But I, ate the chili dogs and they were just greasy as hell. I mean, it was nothing to it that made me go, oh boy, I got to come back and have some more of this.
So I'm going to go when I go to the game there, just so I can talk shit about it. Now that I know it's not good, I can go in.
The burgers, I don't know. The burgers might be better. I don't know, but the damn hot dogs are pretty bad.
Well, you know what's going to happen? I'm going to go in there and order something, and it's going to be great.
Probably. They got a new chef that week, or a new cook that week. Who knows?
Yeah. No, maybe that's what they're known for, right? They're hot dogs.
Yeah,
I think that's what I'll get. I'll get like a loaded chili dog or something. But I should probably do it. I don't want to be having to take a shit during the game. So,
well, I guess that could happen.
I guess
that chili dog was greasy as hell.
Yeah, the last place I want to have to take a shit in public is Bobby Dodd. Sounds terrible.
No, I agree with you, because I don't think the toilets are that clean at Grant Field. No, thank you.
Take a dump inside of that dump. Yeah.
That's right. Exactly. My ex-boss took me there because he and his wife met there, many, many years ago. And he had his wife with him at his convention. And so he's kind of doing a sweetheart lunch with her and invited me.
Huh.
Which I just like, well, thank you. I appreciate it. And, of course I had to say, oh, it was wonderful. It was great. No, I took a shit. I left my calling card at the Sheraton. I bet you the stench of that is still in the wallpaper there.
God damn. The varsity isn't bad. Folks are just hating. Well, I'm just going off of what the two Georgia Tech fans told me. I mean, I could see if a Georgia fan was trolling and saying the varsity was bad just because it was a Georgia Tech thing, but I get the Georgia Tech fans are the ones telling me it's not any good. Yeah. So, I don't know. I'll be the judge myself when I go there.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, each has their own taste for food, and you might go in there and order a hamburger, and hamburger's great. But, the day I ordered the chili dogs were, they were something else.
I know when we had the Slob Olympics in 2020, was that 2020, the first one? I think so. Yeah. Yeah, the 2020 in Atlanta. A big group of guys, I wasn't one of them, but there was probably like 8 or 10 guys that went to the varsity one day just to go eat there. And when they came back and all of them said it sucked. So I don't know. I'm just telling you what they said.
Well, it's a mainstay in Atlanta, no doubt about it. Okay, it's been there for years, no doubt about that. But does that mean the food is just absolutely terrific and something you want to eat on a daily basis? Hell to the no.
Yeah.
No, thank you. So you had a lazy Sunday. What do you watch on Netflix there, Pete?
So we started watching a show that's been out, and actually it's not only been out for a long time, it's over with. It had 6 seasons from 2016 to 2022.
Okay.
And it's right now it's trending on Netflix. That's the only reason I even found it. It's called Animal Kingdom. Have you heard of that?
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah.
They I guess, did Netflix do the last season of it? Is that what happened? I don't know.
No, the show ended. So the show originally was aired on TNT, I think.
Right, it was.
And so it aired from 16 to 22, and then I guess now Netflix. I guess it's on Netflix now, or it might even be on Paramount too, or so one of those other Prime maybe. Yeah. I don't know, but they've got all 6 seasons on Netflix right now, and it's trending up at like number 4 or 5 most watched show on Netflix.
It was
right
a
now.
Well done show. It was a damn well done show.
It's funny because you know what it reminds me of.
What?
So you remember the show Sons of Anarchy?
Of course.
Yeah. I mean, great show with the motorcycle gang family and all that. Yeah. It's kind of like that, except instead of motorcycles, it's surfers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's kind of like that. Like it's a criminal family that led by a crazy woman.
Yep.
Yeah, and you know, they have to throw these like pointless sex scenes in every episode where it's like, I know you remember this, Scott. You remember Skinamax back in the day, like the late night Cinemax softcore porn like stuff.
Oh yeah.
It was like really glorified, like really like, you know, he's like nobody has sex like that in real life type thing.
Right.
That's how it is at least one time every episode of this show. They love showing asses, both male and female butts, a lot.
Right. Yeah.
Of course, they can't show anything more than that. Maybe some boobs or something, but it's just a lot of butts.
Yeah. Skinamax, it was like, hey, she's got glow in the dark titties. Look at that.
Yeah. But I think we're on, I don't know, we're somewhere in season 2. I can't remember where. But it's good. I mean, I said we still got 4 more seasons to watch. Did you watch all of it?
Yeah, I did. I think I watched it up to maybe I may have not watched all of it. I think I watched it up to 2019, and I just couldn't keep up with the schedule of when it was on, and so I just missed that. But yeah, I watched a good portion of it. I know I watched the first 3 seasons of it, and it was good. It was damn good.
Yeah, so far it's good, and the storyline's still good. Usually, I don't know. A lot of times after like season 3 or 4, like the show they start running out of ideas, so it just gets weird.
Right.
You know? So I'm hoping that doesn't happen with this show.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I told you this. I'm watching John Adams. The only thing about John Adams is the language in John Adams is way above my freaking head. Yeah. I mean,
that's how they used to talk back then.
They would speak back then. It's just like, well, let me write that. What was that word?
Yeah.
Let me write that down.
Yeah, we've gotten dumber since then, Scott. Can you believe that?
Oh my God, I know we have.
Yeah.
I know we have, but it was like it's still such a well done show.
Yeah, it is.
And you know, John Adams being such a reluctant guy to get into politics, and yet became one of the more, you know, famous politicians, great Americans, you know, for our country. So that's
probably
really good.
If it's not my favorite series of all time, it's in my top 3. John Adams. I've seen it several times.
Have you? Well, I have too.
Yeah.
I've seen it at least 3 times, but I hadn't watched it in some
Just
years.
the casting in that. Paul Giamatti did great as John Adams. I mean, all of them. Jefferson, Franklin, Washington.
Yeah.
All of them. The casting was really amazing in that show.
Even John Adams' wife, Lauren Linney, you would
she's great.
think of her, but she's amazing in that. She's really good. So, yeah, it's well done. So I'm trying to take one hour at a time, you know, at night to watch before I go to bed. Yeah,
they should run the government like that still. Like back then. You know, they all had like being in Congress or the Senate or whatever. It wasn't a means of making a living for them. Like they had farms and they had their own businesses. Like they had their own personal lives, and then they just all met in Philadelphia or whatever once a month to talk, and then went back to their lives. Now, once you start introducing money and all that kind of thing into politics, it fucks it all up.
Yep.
Like they did it for the love of the country, not for money.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny how quickly a politician can, you know, in a few. I mean, look at AOC. I mean, she started out as a bartender. Now she's somewhere in the $30 million. You know, she's worth now.
Yeah. Well, they all do that.
Flemhaw says Scott lights out at 7:15. He's pretty damn close.
No, he makes it till at least 8:30. Give him some leeway here.
Yeah, maybe. On certain nights, you know, when I will want to feel frisky, yeah, I'll stay up to 8:30.
Yeah.
Oh God.
I start getting tired around that time, right around 10.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
getting old.
You know, Yeah, getting old makes you want to just go, hey, I'm in bed, I'm ready to go to sleep. Boom. Out you go.
Speaking of getting old, man, I got a fucking. You remember I told you I started playing pickleball every week?
Yeah.
So we went last week, and I got a pickleball injury now. And that's how you know you're old. You hurt yourself playing pickleball.
Ow.
I don't know. I got something's wrong with my toe. I guess from running around. Maybe I got turf. I don't know what turf toe is, but maybe that's it.
You might have, scrunched your toe somehow.
My big toe hurts. Ever since I played pickleball.
Are you wearing some tight tennis shoes or?
Yeah, maybe that might be it. Maybe the shoes I'm wearing. Maybe that's what it is.
Yeah, because tennis shoes can hurt your damn feet.
First you get hurt playing pickleball, next you end up in a nursing home. Well, I think there's probably a little bit of stuff between those two things, but
Damn. Well, I know that they have a lot of pickleball. They have a lot of pickleball courts at the nursing homes these days. But so that might coalesce.
turf toe takes over a year to heal. All I know is my big toe. Anytime I put any weight, like I've been limping around all weekend like an old man around my house. My wife's laughing at me. She's like, "What's wrong with you?" I'm like, "My toe hurts."
Yeah, when the toe hurts, it hurts.
Yeah,
I mean, I understand that.
Especially your big toe, because that's like you put more weight on your big toe than any other toe when you walk.
Right. Yeah, I would check your shoes.
It might be my shoes.
Yeah, it might be just too tight, or maybe a heavier pair of socks. I don't know.
Right. Well, I got to play this Wednesday, so if my toe's not better, I'm just gonna have to wrap it. I'm gonna have to tape up my toe and just go out there and be a man, be a gladiator.
Or you could just
go and be a man. Yes, I have a turf toe, but by God, I'm going to play.
It was hurting so bad by the end of the game. My sister, she was like, "You look like you're in pain. We got to stop." Because I was in like competition mode.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'll hurt now and deal with the consequences later. She's like, no. You're limping around like you got a broken foot or something. We got to stop. I said, okay, fine.
Well, good for your sister.
Yeah, maybe when your toe doesn't hurt, you can go back to playing. But
how do you get turf toe on a court? Isn't that court toe? I think it's the same principle. If you're stopping and moving directions, if you're running one direction and then you just put your foot down to stop, it jams your toe into the front of your shoe. And you do that 100 times, and over the course of an hour on a court or a field or whatever, it fucks your toe up.
It's court toe.
Yeah, I got court toe.
Is the court artificial turf or is it concrete?
It's concrete. They do have some places have, I think, clay courts, kind of like tennis courts. Mm-hmm. But most places it's just concrete. Yeah.
Oh.
Well, that'll hurt a toe. Yeah.
Yeah.
You play on concrete long enough.
You got concrete toe.
I got concrete toe.
Well, here comes the expert in all things, Slim Shady Canes, to tell us more.
Slim's never had turf toe. I can tell you that.
And how would you know?
I just know. Have you?
Well, yeah. I mean, I played football in high school.
Oh, okay. All right. Sorry. Just because you played football in high school doesn't mean you've had turf toe before, though.
Now he has prison bathroom toe.
Well, I mean, what about pickleball? You played pickleball before?
Negative.
Okay, then.
Slim, you should think about playing pickleball because it's a good workout.
Is it?
It's a really good workout. Yeah.
I don't know that there are any pickleball courts around here.
I bet you there's somewhere. There's got to be.
I mean, I'm sure there might be closer to Memphis, but I mean, as far out as I am,
you don't have like a community center.
No.
No. All right, maybe you don't then.
Get someone to make one in a cornfield.
Well, actually, now that I think about it, I forgot there are public tennis courts.
Yeah, so there's the one I went to play in last week, Scott, wasn't the pickle bar up here in Somerville. It was Collins. You know where Collins Park is in North Charleston?
It's not in.
It's down by the airport, off of Dorchester Road.
Okay.
Anyway,
Okay.
it's a city park or a county park. I don't know. It's one of the two. I think it's a city park. But they've got 10 pickleball courts, 5 or 6 full size tennis courts, 2 baseball fields, 2 basketball courts full length, a swimming pool. It's all free.
Well, damn.
Yeah.
Why is it we don't have something like that here? In
That's a good question. I think we do. It's just shitty. There's one down, you know where Alston Middle School is on 78?
Yeah.
There's one down there that has some pickleball courts that are free too, but it's not near as nice as the one in North Charleston, surprisingly enough.
Yeah.
But they got lights out there. It's free. Like, so it's nice.
Wait a minute, North Charleston has the nice one?
Yeah, exactly. And it's not even in the decent part of North Charleston. It's in the hood. Yeah. But they got lights out there.
More exciting to play. Yeah. Go down there at 10 o'clock at night.
Yeah, I think it closes. Well, they say they close at 8, but my sister goes out there every week. She says that they played till 9 or 9:30 and nobody said anything. So as long as the lights are on, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As long as you don't get robbed either.
Yeah, well, there is that too. Yeah, yeah. If I'm a robber, the first place I'm going is to the pickleball court.
Yeah, maybe you should get a bulletproof pickleball pad.
A bulletproof paddle?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm not. I mean, what am I, fucking Neo from the Matrix? I mean.
I mean, get you a pickleball paddle made out of AR 500 steel, and then it'll add to the workout.
I could just play pickleball strapped, like with a shoulder holster on.
Absolutely. Yeah. Pull it out like James Bond, you know.
Thugs like to play pickleball too. Yeah.
Boom. Wow. Well, we must try to get into this pickleball because it's the most popular damn sport out there these days.
I'll tell you what, that pickle bar over at Nexton opens at like 9 o'clock in the morning and it doesn't close till like 11 o'clock at night. It doesn't matter what day of the week it is, Monday through Sunday. Anytime you go there, unless the weather's bad, that parking lot is packed. They're printing money over there.
And I guess you have to make a reservation to get a court.
Yeah, so like at the pay to play places like the pickle bar, they have weird thing. They have what they have. So they have what's called peak hours. So during peak hours, it's first come first serve. Like, you know, when you play pool and there's only so many pool tables and you like put your quarters on the table, that means you got next game.
Yeah.
That's how it is at the pickleball court. Like, they have this little thing where you stick your paddle in a hole. So that means you get next game. So you just kind of
paddle in a hole.
That could get kinky in a hurry.
If the courts are all filled up, like, you pay a flat fee just to go wait and play like with pool. On the other non-peak hours, you can actually reserve a court. You have to prepay for it, so in case you don't show up, I guess. You can prepay like we did a couple of weeks ago. We did like a Wednesday. No, it was like a Wednesday night from like 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. And we reserved that a week early and paid it a week early. So it just depends when you go is how much it costs and whether or not you can make a reservation or not. It's kind of confusing, actually. But
it sounds a wee bit confusing, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like golf where you just make a tee time and then you show up.
Right.
Well, you can do that as long as it's not peak hours. But I think they do have like a list on their website. You can go on their website and it will tell you which hours you can reserve and which hours you can't. So But I'm not going to go and stand around and wait. So I just don't operate that way. If I can't reserve a court, then I'm just going to go somewhere else.
Yeah,
No.
absolutely.
I hope I never get turf toe from roller skating.
I guess it's possible.
What does it even look like? Is it all bulbous and red and pussy?
Well, I'm just assuming I got turf toe or something like it. So like if you touch the corner, the outer corner of my toenail area, you know what I'm talking about?
I have that too, though, a little bit. Just that little tiny area, right?
Yeah, just the corner. But of course, once you touch the corner, then you get pain throughout the entire toe. But that's where it originates from.
Oh, no, I don't have that.
Yeah.
TK talking dirty.
It almost feels like, so I don't have an ingrown nail, but have you ever had an ingrown toenail before?
Yes, and it hurts.
That's what it feels like, except I don't have an ingrown toenail, but it feels like that.
Yeah, I know.
So-
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it sounds worse.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, maybe you should go to the hospital. Sleeta went to the hospital for an ingrown hair.
He had an ingrown hair he went to the hospital for?
Where was the ingrown hair at?
On his face.
Oh,
What? He went to the hospital for that?
Sleeta went to the hospital for an ingrown hair.
What did he think it was?
Fucking cancer or something. I don't know.
Oh my God.
It might have got infected. Because
Yeah.
the ER is going to be like, get out of here and go.
Yeah, they do get infected.
Fucking Neosporin on it and going about your day.
know, exactly.
Biggest waste of money I ever heard.
Yeah, no kidding.
Salutations.
Hey, what's up, Squid?
Salutations and
What's going on?
citations.
Squid,
and
you
all
went down to the Gulf Coast the same week I was down there, I think.
Really?
I was in Biloxi.
How far is that away from Orange Beach?
No, I don't think it's that. I don't know, but I don't think it's that far.
You live there?
It's a few hours. But
Oh, is it?
hey, yeah, like 2 or 3.
Oh.
Well, it looked to me like you went to an actual beach.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we were down. I was down in Orange Beach with a couple of friends of mine. One you might know, Pete. Remember, he used to call in the Lou show all the time. Jared, the Vanderbilt fan,
Yeah, I remember him.
the one with the outlandish expectations. Yeah, he was one of the friends I was down there with.
Well,
Oh,
let's
really?
be honest. It's easy to remember any Vanderbilt fan because there's like 2 of them that come around.
Yeah, Vandy Dandy and that guy.
Yeah.
There you go. So yeah, I was down there with him and a few other guys, and we just kind of did a lot of stuff. That's really it.
Huh.
I'll drink to that.
I did. I will say I did way more drinking than I thought I would.
So you had like what, 3 beers?
Squid's getting
Roughly.
more and more.
Squid had
into
3
the
beers.
Like,
No, but I did find out I have severe low tolerance for drinks because
well, yeah.
Yeah.
well, we were down at this restaurant. I can't remember.
When you
I think
don't
it was
drink,
I
that
think it was Cobalt's. Yeah, Cobalt's had these giant margaritas. And remember Pete when we were down?
Oh, yes, I remember. I was sitting next to you. Yeah.
Yeah, and I had the Bahama Mama, and I
Yeah.
drank it just in one sitting in like 5 minutes, and then right afterwards I was sick.
Yeah, you had to go outside and throw up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I did that this time with
From
2
one drink.
I did that this time with 2 margaritas, and this time it actually worked. Rather than me just instantly feeling sick, I actually felt that, that high you get when you're drinking. And
The alcohol buzz. Yeah.
yeah, I got way more than buzzed. I got absolutely hammered. I couldn't walk on 2 feet.
Oh my God, I wish I would have seen that.
No, they literally had to like, not necessarily pick me up.
Yeah.
But I was so drunk, Pete, that I asked her girl for her number who had a ring on her finger.
Oh wow.
I didn't even see the
So
ring.
you drank 2 margaritas and had to be carried off?
I do that.
Yeah.
I drink 2 margaritas at lunchtime at the Mexican restaurant.
I don't mean you.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. You know what I'm saying?
I got you beat, Squid. We had a guy come in last night for public intox with 1 leg, and he couldn't walk on it.
Oh my heck, damn.
Did he have a crutch or a cane or something?
Nope.
Hey, that's actually kind of an event. Like, how do you, if the cop says you need to do a field sobriety test, be like, hey, I only got 1 leg, man, I can't do it.
No,
I mean,
he couldn't do it, but I mean, then again, he got angry when the cops showed up and literally got his leg kicked out from underneath him.
hold on now. So they kicked his one leg out from underneath him?
Well,
That's fucked up.
to be fair, though, he threw a brick at him, so
Oh.
he kind of deserved it.
Well, that would deserve a kick on the one leg.
Damn,
yes.
sweep the one leg.
Other than that, I would think that's a little hard.
Sweep the leg.
Sweep
Throw
the
a brick
leg.
at me, I'm sweeping that one leg.
Well, they got called because he was throwing fucking bricks at his girlfriend or baby mama or whatever, and then when they showed
Damn.
up, he started throwing bricks at them.
I mean, it'd be pretty easy to get away from him. Just run. I mean, what's he going to do about it?
Well, he's probably chasing too. I mean, if somebody
How do you chase somebody with one leg?
Well, was he on drugs, Slim? Because can't somebody on drugs be that kind of strength?
Maybe he's got one of those super fast electric wheelchairs that go faster than you can run.
I mean, listen, this guy barely had shorts. He didn't even have a shirt. Okay.
Damn.
That's the first sign that you're going to go to jail. If you're not wearing a shirt at night,
Yeah.
late at night, you're going to go to jail.
Yeah, you see, if you see somebody with no shirt and only one flip flop on, then you know you're like
You're
stay
going
away
to
from that person.
Dangerous person.
That's right.
He had basketball shorts and one Puma tennis shoe.
Yeah, his asshole.
Every red flag.
Can you buy a single shoe if you say you only got one leg? Like, do you have to buy a pair of shoes? Or you can just buy one of them.
He didn't have an
Is that-
artificial leg, Slim?
No, this guy didn't. We have another one in there with one leg that does have a artificial leg that's got to be charged every night.
Okay, but here's my question. So the guy with the one leg was driving, because if it's, I guess, your right leg, you could probably do that.
No, he wasn't driving. They got him for public intox. He I guess, fucking hopped over to his girlfriend's house or whatever she was and started throwing rocks and bricks and shit at her house.
Oh my God.
Wasn't.
I'm just going to go ahead and say this is an unpopular opinion. I would never condone throwing a brick at a woman, but she probably deserved it.
Well, I told him, I said, listen, I said, if you were doing this at church, you probably could have got away with it because, throwing rocks at whores is a church function.
I mean, if a one-legged man hops over to a woman's house and takes the time to throw rocks at her house, he probably did something wrong.
Well, then
probably.
Then he proceeds to throw rocks at the police. Is that okay too?
Of course. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, he is physically handicapped. So, cut the man a break.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's free speech.
Y'all are insane. Now, if the woman threw a brick at him,
Well,
bets are off.
that's handicap abuse. That's different.
I'm not gonna lie.
All bets are off. He should throw a brick back. Is what I'm saying.
No,
You know what I'm saying?
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
I thought this a legitimate question. Everybody that goes to court has to get shackled. How the fuck are we gonna shackle this guy?
Yeah, just don't even bother. You know what? You put both shackles on the same leg.
I guess.
He didn't have a crutch, Slim? He didn't even have a crutch?
He didn't have a crutch. So we have a wheelchair in there. So we wheeled the wheelchair out to the Sally port, and he tried to hop in the wheelchair, but kind of fell and rolled.
Damn.
Oh, he was pissed.
That just sounds horrible.
I hope you guys weren't mean. I hope you weren't mean enough to.
I may be going to hell. I couldn't help but laugh at the whole situation.
Well, you know what really send you to hell?
Nobody got hurt.
I mean, when the cops have to sweep the one leg.
That's hilarious. That's fucking hilarious. For what he did, he deserved it. Well, like when Slim first said that, I'm like, damn, was he just drunk? But then when he got into the story, I'm like, okay, he deserved that.
I hope you didn't fuck with him and give him the top bunk in the jail. That'd just be cruel.
Oh, wait, does it be harder to get down?
Harder to get up and down.
He got stuck. Since he was still fucked up, we just put him in one of the mid cells.
Yeah.
God.
Which those have actually got like they're like the handicap stall at Walmart. They got the rails and shit.
Yeah.
We got two of those. We got two of those cells.
And now he has a harder time to get away from, the prison husbands.
Right.
Now I gotta ask, since you do live in rural Tennessee, how much meth comes through that jail each week? Like, how many people come in there for a meth charge?
A lot.
Yeah, I bet.
So it's
Like
in Florida again.
Now, I'll say this: there's a lot more of it in the next county north because there's there's a lot more people that live out closer to the river.
Yeah.
But especially out by the Mississippi River, which is about 30 miles from town, give or take, 35 miles. Yeah, you get a lot of it out there by the river.
Yeah, that makes sense. The closer you get to the river, the more meth labs there are.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Makes sense.
No Sudafed and the CVS pharmacies there.
Yeah.
Oh no, they started IDing for that shit years ago.
Yeah, they did, and locking it up behind glass. Yeah.
Yeah.
Guys, I gotta go. I gotta take a phone call.
All right. See you later, Scott.
Everyone have a good Monday. Take care.
You as well,
You
brother.
too, Scott.
Okay, bye, Scott.
What are my thoughts on what's currently going on in the city of Los Angeles? I saw that there was riots or something going on. I guess some sort of protest against the ICE raids that are going on out there. And that Trump had to. I don't really know a lot about it other than there was riots that happened, and then I think Trump called in the National Guard, and I guess maybe it was the LAPD had to use a bunch of tear gas, and people are mad about that. I don't really know. Maybe because somebody can explain better what happened. I don't know.
It's less the LAPD dealing with it and more federal agencies because they were obviously going after ICE. And then they started attacking the National Guard and throwing shit at them. I ain't got no sympathy for what's about to happen to you. None.
I'm surprised they haven't acted on that yet, if I'm being honest.
So I wonder, does the National Guard does the National Guard armed with live rounds, or do they have like rubber bullets or whatever the fuck it is?
It's the National Guard.
So they've got live ammunition.
They got live ammo. Yeah. They got live ammo as well as rubber ammo. So
only police have like rubber bullets and the rubber 40 millimeter rounds and shit like that.
Are you sure?
I'm fairly certain.
I saw something about one of them having paintball rounds. Is that right?
No, I'm sure. Well, no, it's not paintball rounds. It's pepperball rounds.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like pepper spray inside the ball. So they shoot you in the chest.
A couple of those in the jail.
Yeah.
But do the police have rubber condoms for when they go on their breaks at the slippery stiletto?
Well, I guess so. But
I don't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
I was going to ask you, but see, the riots were still going on late last night. Are they still going on?
Let's take a look.
Question. Let's take a look.
Probably.
Hey, listen, we all know what cured this last time. The police, the federal agents, the National Guard, they can all stand down. Just call the roof Koreans.
Call the what?
The roof Koreans.
What's that?
What's the first word?
Did you say the roof Koreans?
Roof?
Yes, call the roof Koreans.
Yeah, so
What's that?
He's talking about the LA riots that happened back in the early 90s. They
okay.
Yeah, so a lot of Koreans own these like, mom and pop like bodegas, basically, like, convenience stores. And they chained up their doors and went on the roof with like AK-47s and were like shooting protesters.
That must have been the reference in Jackie Brown.
Yeah.
When Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah, that's exactly what that is.
Koreans, they're bad as the motherfucker or whatever he said.
Yeah, that was the riots after Rodney King got beat. The LA riots in '92 or '3. Yeah.
I love it now that I know that. I'm gonna watch that movie again. I love it so much. It's one of my all-time favorites.
I've never heard them referred to as the Roof Koreans though, but that's pretty funny.
That is.
Oh, dude, I have a T-shirt that says "I heart Root Koreans."
Wear it to the next Slav Olympics.
Huh?
Okay.
Oh, where is the next? Oh yeah, Nashville. Woo!
Yeah. Tune into the Lunch Money show tonight too. We have an announcement on where we're staying.
Yeah, we got a hotel. Yeah.
We picked out a hotel, and I think Slim will be happy about it. It might even be the same one.
Yeah, we picked out the hotel on the VicTube show.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's
That-
right.
yeah, on the VicTube show, on Lou's shit show, fucking Saturday night.
Oh, so you already know though. Okay.
Yeah, it was Nate's
Yeah,
idea.
Nate can't stop talking about.
Yeah,
it.
Nate
In the
wanted
chat.
to, Nate wanted to look at hotels, so we looked at hotels. So
Yeah.
It's not like
There you
we're in a
go.
rush. It's all
So
the
it's
way in
gonna
March.
be it's gonna be the Hilton, right?
no, it's Hilton Garden Inn.
Yeah, Hilton Garden Inn. I think it's on Broadway.
Hilton Garden Inn, Vanderbilt. Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh,
Hilton Garden Inn.
Nashville.
So it's a short walk to downtown and a short walk to what's that
I
park
am
over by
so
Vanderbilt?
excited about this. I think it's gonna be epic.
Centennial Park.
Centennial Park. Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Vanderbilt.
This is like Slim Slavs, you know.
Not really. He's in Memphis.
Well, but you know, it's like it reminds me of Slim. Like he's gonna know the area, I'm sure.
Not really.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't go to Nashville that often. Nashville's like,
I mean, I can get around. I was just there last year, so I can get around.
yeah. I mean, I've been a few times, but I mean, it's still driving the speed limit, 2.5 hour drive.
I mean, I think the city. I like the city itself. It's kind of it's.
That's not bad though.
The way I would describe Nashville is it's a small, big city. You know, like
Well,
there.
I was there before, but just in high school. But I don't really remember. We went to Knoxville, Nashville. Maybe, yeah, Nashville is where we're going.
Like, how many people are in Nashville? Maybe 1 million. I don't even.
3, I think.
It didn't
somewhere
seem
around that.
like that big, and neither did Knoxville either. You saw the big buildings. This is not that big of a city. They're little.
It's definitely a little overcrowded. I'll say that much.
What, Nashville?
Nashville has a higher population. Memphis is bigger area-wise.
I didn't get the feeling that Nashville was crowded when I was there.
Well, I'm talking about Knoxville, not Nashville.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know about Knoxville.
No, Knoxville's too overcrowded.
Yeah.
They're having to build all these apartments all across where I live, and they're doing it everywhere now. You look everywhere, wherever the wildlife was is now just being replaced with apartments.
Yeah, apartment buildings. Yeah.
Yeah.
We get the same thing going on here.
And they just keep building more and more and more of them.
Mm-hmm.
There's barely any trees left around the area, and they keep having to do it because everybody's moving out of here moving in here from out of state.
Right.
And I think our governor said something about there are too many people moving here. Had to do something about it soon. I don't know, but I think it's too late now.
I don't know. It seems like the politicians love it because it brings more revenue, tax revenue.
More business, yeah.
Yeah, the economy you tend to do better when there's more people there. But, you know.
No,
I think the way-
Governor Lee's not a fan of it because it's kind of fucked up the housing market in Tennessee. Because to Squid's point, it was 2020. A lot of people that left New York and didn't go to Florida came to fucking Nashville.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's because everybody loves the idea of no state income tax, and chances are that could be going away at any point.
That wouldn't be surprising in the least bit.
Not at all. I could definitely see that being the case. Because all the people moving here, why keep it around?
Right.
That would be, if there was any definitive way to keep them from moving here, that would be it. Just remove the income tax.
They remove the state income tax. They find another way to get their money anyway. You know.
Right. It doesn't really matter. All that.
Property tax is probably higher there because of that. I don't know.
I mean, property tax where I live isn't bad, but I mean, and I've heard Lou talk about this. Okay, there's no income tax in Tennessee, but there's a 9.75% sales tax.
Yeah, right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they'll find a way to get it.
As well.
TK,
Yes.
do you have any new skating videos? I was confused about the last one I saw because and I know I was talking to you, but like through the chat. I said that she's got to have somebody that's videoing her because there's no way she's videoing that herself. And you said that you were.
I am.
How?
Look very close at the video.
What do you have,
You'll
like a
see.
like a selfie stick?
Yeah, it's a selfie stick and a 360 camera, and it makes the
Oh.
selfie stick invisible. But I still haven't learned how to use it good enough because my hand looks like it's like deformed. Sometimes it looks like it's not there, like I'm missing a hand, like I'm literally missing a hand, and I'm skating with one.
That's okay. Just make people think you only have one hand. You'll get more views.
Maybe,
Yeah.
you know. Could you imagine if I was a one-legged skater?
No.
You know, that reminds me of something. I was just scrolling through YouTube Shorts the other day. You know what apparently the new, I guess you call it, fad is? Like there is some filter to make you look like you have Down syndrome.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
These damn OnlyFans girls are using it trying to generate more revenue.
Yeah, so what they're doing is they're like you know, like 8, 9, they're hot girls with nice bodies, but their face looks Down syndrome, and so they put this filter on themselves that looks like they have Down syndrome, and they put on these little tight shorts and tight tops, and they walk in public, and of course, you know, guys turn their head to look at their ass or whatnot. So it looks like
the meme says, "Who says Down syndrome girls can't be hot?" or something like that.
yeah, it's weird.
Absolute degenerate behavior.
It is.
Nobody's saying that somebody with Down syndrome can't be attractive, but what kind of fucking freak has a fetish for that kind
Well,
of
my
shit?
question is, who's the like?
Predators, people that
Like, who creates that filter, and why does?
Why does that exist?
Why does it exist
Why
exactly?
does that, and what platform? Can't be chat.
I think it's like on Snapchat or something. I don't
I
know.
think it's. Is it not TikTok? I thought it was.
Maybe it
TikTok.
is TikTok.
I think it's TikTok.
I don't know. I think it's a
Leave it to
Snapchat
that
filter.
fucking alien Zuckerberg, man.
I think it's a Snapchat filter, and then they just take the videos from Snapchat and put them on TikTok.
I mean,
Maybe.
TikTok,
I don't know.
Whatever the deal is, it's obviously really degenerate behavior
Yeah.
from both the girls and the person that created it. And that might have not been the intent for why they created it, but the fact that it turned into that is just
Well, what
absolute-
intent would you create that for to begin with?
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
hell if I know.
Yeah, it's
I
weird.
mean, if you're an OnlyFans model, I mean, like, I don't know.
That's weird, man. That's all there is to say to that. That's just
It is weird. And then if you,
Weird.
if you go and look at the comments, they'd be like, "Oh, I'm down with her."
It's like putting a filter of a burn victim or somebody with
Yeah.
a missing eye or something, like making fun of them.
Right.
Yeah,
You know?
I've seen that on Instagram too. They'll post it on Instagram.
Or putting yourself
Reels,
in
and
a
I'll see-
wheelchair or
I'll
some
see in the
shit.
I mean,
I'm sorry.
have you never, TK, have you never been on the internet? People make fun of burn victims and people's one eyes all the time.
Yeah.
Well, no, but what I'm saying is to actually put a face filter of that would be weird. Don't you think? Well, but you know, we used to have Fireman Bill, okay? But maybe in some ways we have evolved. A little
Fire
bit.
Marshal Bill. Yeah.
Fire Marshal Bill. What did I say?
You said Fireman Bill, but I knew what you were talking about. You're talking about Jim
Fireman
Carrey on A Living Color. Yeah.
He was. I mean, I watched all that shit. You know
Well, what's his name? Damon Wayans.
what it is, but
Damon Wayans, Handicap Man. You ever seen that?
Yeah, but even back then, I mean, and I was in my young 20s. It was the early 90s, right? So I was in my young 20s, and I even kind of like, even though I didn't think, oh my God, they shouldn't have that on TV. I thought, God, that's kind of mean. You know what I mean? Like, I thought that's kind of mean. But I mean, we laughed because it was quote, normal. So, but now it's like they have overgone the things so much, like everything is such
I'm not gonna lie, I have laughed at some of the Down syndrome filters, not because I'm laughing at Down syndrome, just because I'm laughing at how fucking ridiculous it is that it's even happening.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Speaking
I'm
of
just like, what?
Speaking of ridiculous, by the way, have you guys see Sleaton put up a new post?
Oh no.
They need Sleet a filter. I'm sorry, I didn't say.
What does
that.
his new post say now?
He said women love to say us men are broke just because we don't want to give you money. I just watched where this female asked me I can't even read the shit. The last thing says, this is getting out of hand. Women need to get a damn job and stop begging us men for money. It's sad.
I gotta know where all these women that are asking him for
that from?
Squid.
Begging him for money.
Squid, you're single, right? You don't have a girlfriend, do you?
No, not yet.
How many women do you have asking you for money every day?
Yeah.
None.
Never. I don't think that's ever happened once in my life.
Apparently that's
my ex ever asked me for that.
Yeah,
that has like become a thing on like dating apps or whatever. Though is like women will want you to send them money just to speak to you.
So does the post say at the
But
bottom?
isn't that a scam for anyone? I get those.
I mean, yeah, probably, but you know, some people think the shit's real, and I'm sure there are real people doing it. Just see if those. It's like the people that drive down the road, but you know, paint their Cash App on their window or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, did he have his Cash App?
Yeah, he's got his Cash App on everything. Now I just found something. I went to pull up Sleeta's page to see what his community post was, and something came up that intrigues me. It's not his channel; it's somebody else's. It's called Sleeta's Weird Adventures. Have you guys heard of this?
No.
Yeah. It's Sleeta's Weird Adventures. It's the same person that did the Chess Hall Adventures channel.
Oh, okay.
Also had the
Oh,
other
this ought to
pods.
be interesting.
So this video.
Was a
Yeah, they made
troll
a
account
pod
at
channel.
first.
What's ironic about this is this guy has 49 subscribers, so it's like a small, like startup channel, obviously to troll Sleeta. But this video called Sleeta official music video "Fuck Off" is has 529 views, which is more than Sleeta's videos gets.
and the music video is absolutely hilarious.
I'm gonna go ahead and play this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's you'll be able to see it if you're on YouTube. It's 4 minutes long. Yeah.
Hopefully, it's not.
Hold on. Is there a way for me, Squid, to share this? I can share my screen, right?
Yeah.
On StreamYard. Present.
Okay.
Share on stream.
Just make sure to click share audio.
Okay. Share screen.
Share audio.
Sleeta Fuck Off. Music video. What'd you say? Also share audio. Oh yeah. Okay. There it is. All right. Tell me if you guys can see this. Can you see it on StreamYard?
Yeah.
Okay. Good. There we go. Now you can hear it, Slim. There we go.
Women weren't even born, honestly. It's like, is it really worth it sometimes? No, it's not. 2095
Doesn't
and
matter. You never won one. So you can't talk at all.
I know. You don't have to tell me. 2024 was supposed to be the year shit changed. Didn't quite work out that way though, did it? This right here, this goes out to all you fucking haters. On that dreaded night in the tent, my last chance at romance up and went down in flames. To a man I called my friend, yeah. Things seemed strange when he started to grin. He pulled out his phone and showed the footage of them. He was digging down my girl, I couldn't believe my eyes, no. And that's when she looked at me and she said, fuck off! I got shot down again, this fucking nightmare just won't end. Jerk off! I'm gonna holler at Hyden tonight, he'll make me feel alright. Get lost! I've heard it so many times, it's now the soundtrack to my life. Fuck off! I was was talking to my baby on Facebook last week. Things were going so good and we set up a meet. Now I know I found the woman of my dreams, yeah. She was headed on over for steaks and a fuck. She blew her tire out, needed some gas in her truck. And I had told her she was just shit right out of love. Facebook scam. And that's when she looked at me, then she said, I already know, I'm cooked. Fuck off! I think all hope is lost. She slapped my fucking face off. Jerk off! I'm gonna holler at Bria tonight. Too bad she's gotta catch a flight to I've heard that once or twice. It's just the story of my life. Why don't you fuck off? Listen up, Toots. You may have turned me down, but I know you still want me. I see the way you look at me. Why, yes, I am a fucking idiot. I only date 10s. Actually, I don't date at all. But if I did, they'd be 10s. You can trust me on that. I got my body right. Grandma card. I've got a chart when women show up at the gym on my walls. They had to beef up the security a little bit there. Now all of a sudden the ladies are working out at 3 a.m. for some strange reason. She told me go kick rocks wearing these knee-high socks. You know what? I ain't hollering at nobody.
Melon, y'all, I'm sorry.
We're being fat asses.
I'm sorry.
That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing.
So, Bria, do I have to keep the camera on you, like right here?
You can.
Or can I go anywhere?
You can go anywhere.
There you go, y'all, right there, y'all. Hey, hey.
What a creep.
I had to do that. She did that on purpose. We're only friends, folks. Yeah, right. Jesus fucking shit. My goddamn. It's funny, Mike. hey, where you hiding? Hey, where you hiding? You don't think these haters are gonna say some shit tonight? Well, all I gotta say is fuck y'all bitches. You sorry ass pricks. Okay, yeah, enjoy the food. Enjoy it. Sleepover. Not a sleepover.
Oh my God. Holy hell.
Oh, that was awkward.
Now,
But
first of all,
remember, the women are the one with the problem.
yeah,
right?
he's the creep. But
Well, wait a minute, though. Who are those people at his house?
that was the birthday party he had like a month ago.
So he has friends?
I think there was like 4 or 5 people there.
Yeah, he had.
From-
Yeah, he
from
has
YouTube.
friends. Yeah.
It was listen to Vic. So, but I recognize that. I know who's singing that song. That's Crangus. It's got to be.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's courageous.
So they're the ones behind the channel then. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's the same guys behind Chess Hall Adventures. I think it was Unk who originally owned Chess Hall Adventures, and then he gave it to Crangus and Crimson Brave, and now
There was a Pigskin Pete Adventures, and I think an Uncle Lou Adventures too at the same time. They did 2 or 3 of me, but it just wasn't any like I don't know what it was.
Wait,
I can't remember who sent me the very first Chess Hall when they did the Chess Hall Adventures. Somebody sent me the link, and I thought that was right around the time one of the times Chess was going to lose weight. So I thought he made a new channel. You know, these were his like adventures on the trail and shit like that. And I didn't even know it was a troll account till like way later.
Yeah, it was a couple of years ago, Squid. They made a Pigskin Pete Adventures channel where so I guess there was a midday show I was doing one day, and I was trying to log into my Twitter on my laptop because I usually do it on my phone, and I couldn't log in. So they accused me of having a burner account on my computer where I wouldn't be known as Pigskin Pete. But so they made videos about that. But they made like 2 or 3 of them and nobody watched them, so they stopped making them.
I didn't even see that.
Yeah.
Where'd you find that?
I don't remember. It's been a couple of years now. Somebody sent it to me. Originally, I didn't even know about it either, so somebody told me about it.
So what exactly is the burner account's not the same thing as having an extra troll account?
I don't even have a troll account on Twitter. I mean, on Twitter, I'm PigskinPeete.
Well, no, but okay. Oh, a burner account can be anything.
It's like when you just make up, like you're trying to hide your identity in a burner account.
You can say whatever you want.
It would be like me just making some random name up and just going on there and just trolling like Uncle Lou or Slim or somebody from YouTube, and they don't know it's me.
For the sake of remaining anonymous.
Right.
Which you wouldn't be able to hide. I mean, like, for example, Crane just really ain't able to hide that it's Crane just since it's obvious he's using his voice for the Chess Hall Adventures and Sleeta Adventures stuff. Doesn't make it any less funny. I mean, the Sleeta ones are absolutely hilarious.
Well, Sleeta, like I said, I think that's kind of why I thought that the chess one wasn't necessarily troll, because he would do kind of like videos like that. He'd put background music and he'd be all dramatic and stuff.
They might have.
I thought it was really him.
I think they must have deleted that PigskinPeete Adventures channel because I can't find it.
Huh.
But that was a couple of years ago.
Right, that is fair, but yeah, I never saw anything like
PigskinPeete?
Yeah, this guy, I don't know who he is. He's got 300 subscribers though.
He's not.
I think he does mostly NFL stuff, but I don't know.
Do you think
there is a Clemson fan on Twitter called PigskinPeete?
Yeah.
Really?
Really?
I think he's evolved because I
don't think he's a Clemson fan.
I think he was.
I think he's a Tennessee fan.
Yeah, it's the same guy we're talking about. He's definitely a Tennessee fan. Yeah, here we go. The Pigskin Frenzy. Yeah, he's a Tennessee fan.
Oh.
Yeah. The Pigskin Frenzy podcast.
Well, Tiger in front of your name is pretty common too if you're an LSU fan,
Here, I'll show him right now.
A Missouri fan or a Memphis fan.
Or any fan that has Tigers in it. Or if you're just a Tiger in general fan.
Nobody's ever stealing my mojo because
me and Pete.
No Tennessee fans don't think to make their channel name Squidtard.
Squidtard. I love it. I love Squidtard.
I love it too. And nobody can steal it.
Let's see what this guy's got.
Well, I mean, they can, but they're like at this point now.
What do you call copyright?
Well, now that I've been around for so long, it'd be pretty hard to just yank it from me.
Man, this is pretty rough. This guy's got a podcast that goes on for, it looks like anywhere between 45 minutes and an hour and a half each week. I think his most views he's got is 15. This one only has 1 view. Oh man, that's probably him.
Oh, that's down bad.
That's down real bad.
He might be like
down real bad.
He might be on like Spotify and Facebook Live.
I hope so.
I'm sure that's how it works because there's no way.
Let's see what this guy's about here. I've never seen.
Looks kind of professional-ish.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah. Oh God, he's hot.
I was on my high horse last weekend, or last week, after last weekend at least, but nonetheless,
I've never seen somebody use their backdrop as their front door. That's weird.
Horse on the show last Tuesday, and I was saying to myself, I was like, man,
it would be funny if somebody opened the door and like hit him in the head while he's podcasting.
Oh, 4-0 my Pigskin Frenzy picks. And then the Lord decided to humble me a little bit this past weekend and got all my games wrong. 0 for 4 last weekend, got all my games wrong, and we're going to have a...
Hey, look, Squid, he's got a Gulf Shores hoodie on.
Deep discussion of what happened in Week 11 of college football.
What if he was down there when I was?
He might have been.
And all the games that I picked, and I thought, you know what, they're going to be correct. I'm going to roll the dice. I rolled the dice, and guess what I got? I came out with a whole load of nothing. So
he sounds like the gay preacher of a megachurch.
If Joel was a betting man, he would have had 0, nada, nothing. And I came out with a whole lot of nothing this past weekend. But I also learned a whole lot about stuff. And
okay, I can't listen to any more of this. It's just funny that he set up his whole setup right in front of the front door.
Now, based on what you heard, is he already better than like Boogie Bentley?
You know what? It's funny, and this is you might not believe this, but it's true. I don't believe I've ever heard Boogie Bentley's show even one, like not even a line from it.
Oh,
yeah, I've never watched it. All I've heard is people talk about him. I've never heard his show.
Like, Jackpot does not like Boogie.
Yeah, I know that
at all. Because when I brought on a Catfish a couple of weeks ago for my show, he left a comment on there saying like we need more people like of Catfish and less of Sports Talk Jay and Booger Pot. That's
Booger Pot.
Yeah, he calls Boogie Bentley, calls him Booger Pot.
Yeah, Jackpot hates them. What's the name of that? Is it the Boogie Bentley channel? Or is that just the name of the guy that's on it?
It's Talking Vols.
Talking Vols, yeah.
Yeah.
So so that's what they call people when they don't like them. They put a booger in front of it.
I guess that's what Jackpot does. I think they need the same for everybody.
Oh, Jackpot. Okay, hang on.
Yeah.
He called them jigger.
They've got a feud with each other because, and I could definitely tell because, I met him down at the spring game a couple of months ago, and instantly when I brought up my YouTube channel, he's like, "Are you one of them like little jackpot people that's on there with Carolina, the South Carolina guy?" I'm like, why would you bring him up at this time? I've got nothing to do with that guy. So obviously they have a feud with each other. Big one.
I hope my sound is better because I was feeling something weird, and I think it should be fixed now.
You sound fine to me. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, you sounded fine to me before too.
Okay, cool. Yay!
I forgot you had a burner, Pete. Yeah, I don't have a burner. What happened was I was on the show one day. For some reason, I couldn't log in from my laptop into my Twitter account, so I just made another account. So just so I could get on this, just so I could get on the site. And I forget, I named it something that had to do with Pigskin Pete, but it wasn't. I don't know. I could probably pull it up.
Right.
It's not that matter.
And it was weird, Paul, because it was weird, Paul, because Jackpot, he doesn't really talk about them unprovoked. Boogie was the one that brought him up because that was where I saw him at the spring game, and I didn't even say anything about him. He's like, "Are you one of them? Are you friends with one of them South Carolina guys? What's that guy's name?" He knew his name.
Pete.
What?
You want to know the real reason you haven't seen any skating videos?
Why?
Because in the past, 2 to 3 weeks, I've skated maybe 5 times, and it's not like me, and it's affected my mood, and I need to go skating after this show, so I need some motivation from y'all. Because I have...
All right, well, here's me motivating you to go skate. Go skate.
Yeah, go skate. Yeah, go
See, this is the problem I have. So here's how you know I'm not lying. I just tried to sign into X from my laptop, and it says it wants me to put my username with the ad in there, but when I put it in there, it says I don't exist.
Well, you don't exist.
This happened to our boy Nature Boy.
He kicked you out of X?
Yeah, he got locked out of his own account, so he can't even get on X anymore.
I got kicked out of my other Twitter account that had Britney Spears as a follower. I'm pissed. I'll never get it back.
Damn, Britney Spears was following you?
Yeah, Britney Spears following you.
Crazy follows crazy.
Are you sure it's not a burner?
Yeah, are you sure it was the real Britney Spears?
I'm deciding to embrace crazy. Oh, no, it was the real one, the verified one. It's when she started following people in the beginning. She was following 100,000 people, and I happened to be one of them. Yes. Now, Obama didn't follow me like he followed some people I knew, and I was jealous, okay? That's just it was kind of like a cool thing. I'm not a starstruck person, but it was cool that something I tweeted she may have seen.
Yeah, that's weird. Did you try
or not?
Did you try?
Or she doesn't remember it at all.
Email, maybe.
Huh?
I was going to ask both of you. Did you try signing in with maybe another Gmail because sometimes it gets mixed up.
With another Gmail, I mean, shouldn't you sign into the one that's linked to your account?
I mean, yeah, that would make the most sense, but you never
should, but you don't have to, but you should.
The only other thing I can think of is that you clear out all of your cookies, start fresh, and because maybe it's a glitch with the system, and you just have to just completely reset the memory, and then
I don't know. I can still get on it on my phone, which is the 99%. The only time I get on X or any social media on my laptop is for this show. That's it.
It's fair.
I have a sad
I just don't care enough to go through all that to try to retrieve it, but plus I can.
Now I've got people that I like, big time creators that follow me, so I can't afford to lose my Twitter even with only 500 followers on it.
What do you mean big time? Who? Like who?
Urinating Tree. Some of the
urinating
tree.
It's a big time follower. Oh my gosh,
500,000 subscribers.
Damn.
Squid, that is freaking hilarious. Urinating Tree is the first one you mentioned.
What?
Another one you could mention that's a little bit nicer name.
Slim says he can't get back in.
SEC Barstool, UCF Barstool.
Yeah. Urinating Tree. I've never even heard of that. That's filthy.
I guess you guys follow me too. Does that not count?
Yes. I mean, if I follow you, you should be proud.
Yeah. PigskinPeete, Rec Talk, Carolina Jackpot.
Yeah.
5 people followed me.
I'm trying to think who the most, like, I know there's a few Clemson legends that, like, Taj Boyd follows me. DeAndre Hopkins follows me, I think. DeAndre Hopkins actually retweeted one of my video clips and said it was the intro to his mixtape.
Wow.
Nice.
Yeah, that was a couple of years ago.
Reminds me of when C-Dog got Jahmyr Gibbs to watch his video about him hitting the portal.
Good Lord.
Yeah, I did, because I saw Jahmyr Gibbs left a reply on that.
Slim says, he can't get back in. I don't know. That's got to be on your end. I don't know.
Slim can't get into StreamYard.
I guess not. I don't know. StreamYard's been acting weird lately.
Ballard, the stream link is in the description.
Yeah, Ballard, the StreamYard link is in the same place it's been for every midday show for the past 3 years. I don't know, like all of a sudden you don't know where it's at.
Been there for every midday show ever.
It's at the top of the description every week, every show.
I think it's just an Alabama man thing.
He said it's not working. Okay, so he said
Webster used to do that all the time too.
So he said it's not working. So maybe that's the problem Slim's having. That's weird.
Oh,
what's not working?
He said the StreamYard link that's in the description's not working.
Wow.
That's the one I'll
click on it. Let me check. Works for me. Yeah, I don't know. That's
well,
weird.
wait. Maybe if he's on his phone, maybe they're a mobile one. Because I'm on my
I don't
computer.
think so.
Oh wait.
Everybody's
right?
on their computer here.
It's not working?
Yeah. I can get into it, but whenever I sign in, let me enter studio again. Yeah, it just says I'm backstage and it's just a black screen.
What the hell?
Maybe he's protesting something.
What the hell?
I'm just kidding, Slim.
It's just your Twitter that ain't broken.
Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna leave the studio and come back in and see if that fixes it.
Okay.
Give me a second. So the people you guys on YouTube can hear me. I don't know what's going on with the StreamYard now. I've been using the same link for like 3 years. Maybe it's time to get a new one. I don't know. Let's see. Well, that's interesting. Now all the guys that were on there aren't on there, but Ballard is. That's really weird.
Did you give them a different link or something?
No, it's the same. It's the same.
2 links?
I don't have 2 links. I don't think. No, I've been using the same one.
No, you
always.
In your description, you only got the one.
Yeah. That's this one, right?
So freaking weird. I've never seen this.
It worked fine when I clicked on it just now. Yeah, I don't know. But when I just went out and came back in, now here's Slim. So what?
Yeah,
so
that was weird.
It is, but it kicked out TK and Squidtard, but it let you guys in. I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm not smart enough to figure out that. StreamYard does weird shit. Yeah, I told you last week, me and Vic recorded the video for 45 minutes, and all of a sudden, on StreamYard, his audio just went completely out. I couldn't hear him anymore.
I mean, OBS glitches sometimes too. So I mean,
Not as bad as StreamYard, though. Really. In my experience, anyway. Now, I don't pay for StreamYard. I don't know if they give you like a better version if you pay than what I use, but...
Yeah, probably.
I have the premium. I've never really had any issues other than, the only thing I've noticed is if I'm on my phone, some people I never hear them. But other than that.
Well, that's pretty bad. Yeah, sometimes you just don't hear the other people.
Like,
you know,
it's
I know
always
they do.
it's always muffled if Slim's talking or something on my phone.
You probably just have a shitty phone.
Depending on who's talking, that may or may not be a good thing.
Yeah.
Well, and what I've noticed too, like me and Pete were just kind of talking over each other. I think that's what's happening. If a couple of people are talking, somebody will sound muffled.
So I wonder if there's some sort of phantom back room that Squidtard and TK are sitting in right now talking to each other. You know what I'm saying?
Probably.
Just waiting on me to come back, and I'm never going to come back because I'm here now.
They're lost in the ether.
They're lost in some sort of like wormhole inside of StreamYard. Well,
oh, that's terrible.
TK and Squid, if you can hear me, leave the studio and come back into the. Click the link in the description and come back in. Come back to Earth, or where I don't know where you're, Mars or something. Anyway, what's up?
Bulldog JC says maybe StreamYard pushed an update.
Maybe.
Well, I don't know. They're always updating so much stuff, it's hard to keep up. Like, they're changing something every week at least. I notice.
I don't know. I just know I hit the link and I end up here. That's all I know.
Yeah, you were. So I just clicked out. I just left the studio from with them and went back into StreamYard and started it was almost like I was starting a new stream and then you guys came in. So I don't know. It's the same link, so it doesn't really make any sense.
Yeah, it didn't make any sense because I was getting the same thing like what Squid was talking about. And that's the same exact way I got on earlier. I'm like, well, this doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if they've. I feel like they're just still sitting back there waiting because I don't see them in the chat either.
Oh, they are. Absolutely.
They're just back there having a conversation. They're having a whole second. I got two shows going on at once, and one of them you just can't hear.
Yeah, one will be lost for all of eternity. So does that make this the 300 and a half episode?
Yeah, 300 and a half. So I need to start adding a half to every episode now.
I mean, they'll get bored eventually, I'm sure, and be like, okay, what's going on?
They'll figure it out. They just got to turn on their YouTube channel instead of the StreamYard. Slim, so you're off work today?
Yeah, well, I got off this morning, but yeah, I don't have to work tonight or tomorrow night.
Nice.
Now, actually, I work Wednesday and Thursday, and that's it. I'm done for the week.
Here we go. At least one of them figured it out.
Yeah, I turned on the stream audio, and then I just realized you were talking. I was like, oh.
Yeah, so I backed out of the other room, went back into StreamYard, almost like I was starting another show, like entered the studio again, and all of a sudden Ballard and Slim were waiting on me, and you guys were gone, which is weird.
That's odd. I don't know how that happened. Created a duplicate of itself.
It did.
TK's still sitting there waiting on you to come back.
Well, I told him, I said, just refresh the StreamYard and it should work, because that's what I did.
Yeah.
Again, I was talking and both Vic and TK were like, "Oh, I guess Pete's just gone."
No, I didn't say Pete's just gone. I'm like, well, no, I said, well, because we were back there, right, and we were still talking, and I said, do you think we should? Because they were reminding me that like you're in the front audience and we're like in the back room, and I said maybe we should be quiet. Because maybe, I don't know what I was thinking. And then they're like, so I asked Vic, can you please look if like maybe he started a new stream? Because I can't see anything in this back StreamYard, right? And he just checked real quick. And then he was like, oh yeah, him and Slim are on. And I'm like, huh? So we were all back there chatting away.
Well, I did. I turned the stream audio back on, and I hear Pete talking. That's when I knew something was wrong.
Yeah.
From our end.
We're all like, bye, and left all at the same time.
I said Squid will figure it out eventually. Those other dummies won't figure it out till tomorrow, but he'll figure it out.
Did first.
I don't know. Vic may still be there waiting.
Yeah, Vic's still over there, like trying to figure out what's going on.
Yeah, I think I clicked before him.
Any good stories, Slim, now that you've been a few weeks on the job? I mean, any interesting things happen?
Where?
Well, I mean, I told you about the drunk one-legged guy. Were you here, what was it, Friday, when I was talking about having to fight the naked guy?
No, I didn't. I missed it.
Yeah, some fucking naked guy went like 4 fingers deep in his ass trying to hide some cocaine.
Right during that time, you were having a like.
Well, yeah, because he was trying to. There's a toilet in the change-out room, so he's trying to flush the shit down the toilet. So I'm having to fight the naked guy so he doesn't destroy evidence.
Oh my gosh!
Damn.
Yeah, that kind of sucked. And then I got to write a report. Then I got to write a report about it on top of it, because it's an incident report, and then I had to fight him, so it's a use of force report. So that just led to a shitty situation all around and a lot of paperwork.
You know, I'm really happy that Slim has a real strong sense of self and confidence and not that much empathy, because I don't know how else you could do that job.
It's interesting that you said he doesn't have empathy.
No, he has empathy. I said that much.
No, actually, she's right. I have sympathy. I don't have a whole lot of empathy.
But you do, what I appreciate about you, Slim, is, and I agree with Slim, I think it's a travesty that they just, like, we were taught, the whole crazy person thing, which I don't want to get into that, issue again, that I think it's not okay to just let, mentally ill people be homeless on the streets. I think we have enough money to help them. I think.
Well, I don't think they should be in jail either, but that's where a lot of them end up.
No, exactly. And then back out on the street. No, they end up in the hospital. First they end up in jail, then the hospital, then home on meds, then off meds, then back in the streets. Now people are going to say that's their fault. That kind of sickness, those kind of illnesses, is literally a brain.
Well,
fuck up brain.
And I'll be honest about it too. I'm automatically skeptical of everybody, because a lot of people, they call it 603. That's the guys in medical, the guys on suicide watch. A lot of people will do that shit just trying to get out of jail.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm sure.
So I mean, you have to be automatically suspicious of it.
Right.
Well, perfect example. Somebody got put in there during the day yesterday because they have to put him in solitary because of the way he acts, and he just gets fucking lonely, and occasionally he'll go 603 so he can bug whoever's working an intake, and they'll come talk to him.
It's the corporate Klinger effect.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Pretend you're crazy so they'll let you out.
But there's so much more.
There's a reason he's kept in solitary, because and most people I'm sure have heard this. There's no such thing as consensual sex in jail. That motherfucker is constantly trying to.
There's no such thing. What if they both want to do it?
Yeah,
it doesn't matter. It's illegal in jail. Or
illegal.
Okay.
It's illegal.
Okay, they're not.
There's no such thing as consensual sex in jail. It's a crime.
So I thought they did that shit all the time.
Well, not really jail, more so in prison. But even then, it's still illegal.
So what do they do? Turn their head because they know they're going to do it.
Why?
You can't. They'll be animals if you hold them back and not let them get their rocks off, I guess. Wouldn't they? I mean, I don't know. Wouldn't you? I mean, y'all are men. If you were incarcerated and couldn't have the love of a woman, there's
still nothing appealing whatsoever about hairy man ass.
No, I don't think they're attracted to it. I think they're just desperate for sex.
Well, no. The guy I'm talking about in particular is a flaming homosexual.
Well, you just love yourself. That's what you do.
And
that's what I would think, but
every time he is in general population, he is trying to get with somebody because he's gay. And so he just kind of, in jail, he has to get put by himself.
Does he wear his top like a top?
No, everybody's in jumpsuits in jail.
I'm teasing.
Hey, I don't get to talk to Paul very often. I got some questions for you.
Oh yeah.
We always have questions for Paul.
Now, yeah, of course, feel free not to answer if you don't feel comfortable with the question. You can also always plead the fifth, or just tell me to fuck off. So tell us about this new girlfriend of yours. First of all, is she officially your girlfriend?
No, she's not a girlfriend.
Okay.
Look, until I met somebody,
they haven't met.
Yeah, they can't be a girlfriend.
Hold on. They haven't met.
Wait, what?
We haven't met in person.
You haven't?
Wait, what?
What?
Y'all haven't met?
Not in person.
I thought this was a girl you've been hanging out with.
No, she lives in Raleigh. I live in Atlanta.
All right, so that takes me
I thought when we were on the morning show on Thursday, you told me and Lou that you had a new lady. So.
Oh, I was playing it up a little bit, but
right.
And then we were even, setting odds on whether or not y'all would still be together at the Slav Olympics.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm going to go up and see her June 20th, and we'll see where it goes from there.
I got so many questions now. First of all, you posted a picture of her that appeared to be as if you took the picture at your house.
No.
Oh, wait, I didn't know about that.
No, she didn't.
Maybe I just assumed.
I'm so confused.
Maybe I just assumed that you took the picture because that's the way you presented it, like as if. Yeah. Okay. So if you haven't met her and she doesn't even live in the same state, how did you meet her?
Through Facebook.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, geez.
I'm so lost right now. I feel like I'm better off just not.
Yeah, is she really a comedian?
She's breaking into the comedian world. She's going to do a comedy show on June 20th. It'll be her first live real comedian thing. She does a lot of comedian stuff, but she's never been in front of a live audience.
Okay, so we're skipping all kinds of stuff. I like to stay in order here.
Yeah.
So you met her on Facebook. What does that mean? Do you like? Is she a friend of yours on Facebook?
Yeah, she was. She has been a friend of mine on Facebook for over 5 years.
Okay.
And she's also been. She's a friend of a friend, so I know that she's real, and I know her friend, and I know.
So
she's
you
real,
know it's not some guy in his underwear just sending you catfish pictures. Okay.
Wait a minute. It's not Robin's sister, is it?
Wait, quick question.
Yes.
Have you FaceTimed with her?
Yes.
That's a good question.
Okay, so, so you've seen her alive.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So how about, hold on, how is this relationship?
Money yet, right?
Does she just does she slide into your DMs or something? Or like, how do you start talking?
She had a catastrophe or a bad situation. Her son, who was a Marine and was back from Desert Storm, I'm not, whatever you call it, the thing in Iraq, when he was in Iraq.
Iraqi, the Iraq War. Yeah.
Yeah. So he got messed. Well, he was doing illegal drugs, and he got some that was tainted with fentanyl, and he died of a fentanyl overdose. And that was a little over 2 years ago. And she basically disappeared off of social media. And then she recently popped back up. She went through a lot of depression. And I felt so bad because I could only think if it was my son, right? So I had a lot of empathy, which Slim apparently doesn't have.
So you slid into her DMs.
He took in children. I'm sorry. You know how I feel about Slim.
I'm kidding.
So you started sending her private messages with uplifting.
No, I posted on a couple of her posts and said, "Good to see you smiling again," which it was.
Yeah. So you're flirting with her based off her tragedy. I got you.
Yeah, so we got to talking, and so things led to
See, I think he's stealing my moves because remember, me and my wife started dating right after a funeral.
No, but you know what? Paul has this desire to want to help people.
Paul's like, yeah, I'm really, really sorry about your brother, but you have a really nice ass.
Her son.
It was her son.
Like the
her
worst thing
son.
that could
Whatever.
happen
It's
to
even
a
worse.
person. Like that totally knocked me out of the contest. Okay.
Yeah. No, that's tough, man. When somebody loses their own child, I mean, that's bad. So anyway,
I'm just some cat lady. I'll shut up.
So you swooped in there to make her feel better about herself. It's very noble of you.
It's not for a bad reason, and she's a good person. So it's okay.
That's a good question.
Well, if she doesn't work out, you know where to come, Paul.
So you guys went. So you started talking, and you kind of hit it off, and so now you've scheduled a time to meet each other. Is she going to be shocked when you drive up in a Honda Ridgeline?
I'm thinking of renting a cool sports
car. Yeah.
What's wrong with the Honda Ridgeline?
Yeah, there's plenty of room in the bed there.
Number one, it's a Honda pickup truck for starters. Well,
exactly.
It's a fake pickup truck at that.
100.
It's the new El Camino.
The new El Camino is the new El Camino.
Yeah, right.
So
my stepdad had an El Camino once that he had all souped up.
Nah, we've talked about the Ridgeline. She knows about it. I told her, I said, all these guys make fun of me because of my damn Ridgeline. I said, they think I'm a girl dressed in guys' clothes.
Yeah, she probably laughed at that, even though.
That's not at all what I believe. I think when you step out of the Honda Ridgeline, the way you're dressed, nobody is surprised.
It sounds like Paul might be the comedian.
I mean, everybody expects fucking Clark Griswold to climb out of the Honda Ridgeline, and they're proven right.
Yep. So I can't wait because we do laugh. I'll give you. We have that in common. Both of us make fun of shit constantly. People are weird, man.
So let's say that you meet this woman and you guys hit it off, and you say, okay, let's continue this relationship. How does that going to work? Because it's a long distance relationship.
Well, she's actually considering moving here. So.
Oh no.
To Atlanta.
Oh no.
Oh, is that okay?
Already?
She's moving
here, but I mean, like.
Well, hey, listen.
Don't you?
She's gonna consider it until she finds out his fetish for nuclear war, and then that's gonna fucking end it.
Yeah.
Is she liberal? Do you know if she's liberal?
I hope not.
She's a diehard libertarian.
Oh, then she's perfect for you.
Yeah, exactly.
Perfect.
Did you ask her opinion on nuclear war yet?
Oh, did she know about your views on women and voting?
Yeah, did you tell her that you don't think she should be able to vote?
And what did she say?
She laughed. She goes, "Well, I vote 50% of the time, so I'm not too bad then." That's what she said.
Really?
Yeah, she says I only vote 50% of the time, so I'm 50% okay. I said,
Sounds like she's a keeper.
Yeah.
If she can put up with Paul's political bullshit, she's definitely a keeper.
Yeah, look, I don't take politics as seriously as I may seem, but I do laugh about the fact that some people get tribed up over it, man. It makes me laugh every time I see people get worked up.
No, you know what I told you about that, Paul? We had a conversation about that.
Mm-hmm.
Even if I think that maybe deep down inside, I think a lot of men maybe think that or have those feelings, and there's nothing wrong with that. If you think that women vote on their emotion and you don't like it and you wish it was...
I don't think most men have that. I mean, maybe outside of the Middle East.
No, not to that point. No. I'm not saying to that point.
I mean, listen, it's an absolutely true statement.
I'm not saying to that point, Pete. Like especially if you're a male and female, and the female, maybe let's say, especially maybe if she's more liberal and the guy's more hardcore conservative, there's going to be like an issue there.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean that women shouldn't be able to vote.
Paul catches shit for this, but if we're all being honest, we all know it's true. Women make decisions based off emotion most of the time.
Everybody,
emotional.
Slim. Everybody votes based on their emotion, including Huffer-Billy Paul.
Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah, you
and Paul.
I'm very good at removing emotion from the equation.
No, you think you are.
You're good, but not perfect.
I never listen.
You like
listen.
to think that.
Listen. I've never claimed to be perfect. I'm just as close as this world's ever going to see to it.
You sound like fools now.
Good Lord.
Paul.
Yeah.
I forgot what I was going to say. Hang on.
You said he sounds like fools.
Lou wants to know.
That wasn't about what I was going to say.
Lou wants to know if you.
I know what it was.
Does she know that you hate gay people?
Oh my God, that's the biggest lie of all. That right there is probably the biggest lie ever. Yeah, but it's okay if people want to say that. That's fine.
I remember my question, but go ahead. Does she hate gays like you? No, I'm just kidding.
Go ahead.
Hang on, I forgot it again.
I thought you just asked the question.
Yeah, listen, I don't hate gay people. I think lesbians are great. We have a lot in common.
If one is good, two is better, right?
Now, most people don't have a problem.
Well, I'm not even saying like that. Like, I'm just saying, like,
and then if you get three, that's just good business.
Like, I'm not even saying in that sense. I'm just saying, like, I find it hard to believe that somebody can look at a pair of tits and go, ew.
Yeah, no.
Like, that's just where I agree with lesbians. Like, tits are awesome.
That's where I agree.
Yeah, I agree with them too. Yeah.
Fun bags.
I wish I could remember. It was such a good question for Paul. So what were we talking about? We were
maybe
women's rights.
Talking about his.
Oh yeah, here was the question. So what do you think of? You know how I voted. How was my emotion? Was my emotion okay on that day? Are you glad that I voted that day?
If you voted the same way he did, then he agrees with you.
Yeah,
exactly.
Did I vote on emotion though? Because
of course you did.
I don't know.
I'm asking Paul though. He says all women vote on emotion. So did I vote on emotion or did I vote on my brain?
In general, that is a correct statement that women make more decisions based off emotion than men.
You did vote on your emotions.
I'm asking Paul though.
So you voted right.
See, that's what I'm saying. He's going to just say that about women who vote the other way, which is being hypocritical if you believe.
Well, no, see, what I'm saying, though, is that no matter which way they vote, women tend to make decisions based more off emotion.
Exactly. Yeah. I'm not saying you can't have women vote because I think that would be caveman mentality. What I'm saying is they shouldn't vote because they voted.
I know, but so here's like just saying in general, women are more emotional than men. That everybody knows that, but what does that have to do?
That's a fact.
But what does that have to do with voting?
But they vote the wrong way with their emotions.
No, but TK, see, this is the thing though. TK voted on her emotion, and she voted the same way you did.
That was
it shouldn't.
So.
Should my vote
as long as it aligns with who you vote for, then it's not an emotional vote.
No, it is, but it's okay.
I acted okay. I made the
You
right
had the right
decision in
emotion.
Pa's eyes.
Yeah, no, just.
So see, guys, I'm not crazy. I'm the most rational person here.
Well, let's not get out of hand here.
Y'all, remember the spiders I mated? I'm getting nervous because she has not made a nest for her eggs. And she's not skinnier, but she's not getting that fat. And I'm worried that it was a failed mating. But I have to wait. Well, I have to wait for the full 2 weeks, see if she lays fertile eggs at all somewhere. Or if she just lays infertile eggs, or if it was a dud or whatever. And then I may try Spencer with Gretchen.
Yeah, get him a new one.
How did the mating fail?
It's interesting. It's interesting that you're blaming it on the female spider instead of the male spider.
No,
That is interesting.
It sounds like she is blaming the male.
No, she said no. I'll just try it with a different female next time.
Well, I'm
So
not.
now, so wait a minute. Does that make you a spider pimp then?
She's a spider pimp and also a spider misogynist.
No, I'm a pimp queen. Wait, not a pimp queen. I'm a spider.
A spider pimp queen.
A spider pimp queen.
Whose fault
is going
was
to breed beautiful spiders. Did I tell you I found Gucci? I don't know if you knew this, but I lost one of my male spiders named Gucci. And I found him the other day. I was sitting on
If
my
I
chair
lost a
and
spider inside our house, my wife would fucking be so pissed.
Oh, I was so happy. It was like a little over a week later. All of a sudden, I see this beautiful.
She'd probably go stay at a hotel or something until I found it.
I see this beautiful little black leg, and then the other beautiful little black leg, and then he pokes his beautiful little face with the cute fangs at me, and I'm like,
"Where'd you find him at?"
Wait a minute. What happened to the other 6 legs? Where were they hiding at?
No, they were there too. He was coming out from underneath my chair, like armrest. I don't know where.
Hold on. How long was the spider missing for?
I have to wait. I don't know if it's been over a week.
A week?
It seems. Well, you can find him months later sometimes.
What?
I just kept looking for him in the windowsill.
Huh.
When I found him yesterday, there was like a little feeling of such joy in my heart, like I can't even describe it.
So how did it survive a week without you? Was it like eating bugs or something?
Probably found some little, mosquitoes, or maybe not eating at all, because the male doesn't have to eat that much. He can go a week without food. I put some water in there. He was super thirsty, and then I put a fly pupae in there for him. Basically, a maggot.
You're like the Mengele of spider breeding.
Me?
Yeah, you're doing.
Oh, Mengele, like Moulin Rouge or something.
No, Mengele was a mean doctor in the Nazi era.
No, I'm not Nazi shit.
Are you? Let me ask you a question. Are you going to breed spiders and then sell them? Is that what you're doing?
She's trafficking spiders.
No, I talked to one store, and a lot of stores do this, and these people were happy to take my spiders. So yes, I would like to breed them and then sell them to local stores.
Okay, so let's say how many spiders are in one, I don't know, what do you call it, a litter? What the fuck is it? What do you call it?
Oh, it could vary anywhere from 50 to
50.
100.
How much do you get for each one of those?
20 to 200. This is a tiny spider I bred.
So how much can you sell? How much can you sell one spiderling or whatever you call them?
Well, it depends. It just depends on the age.
Like a newborn baby spider.
Okay, $10.
Fresh out the sack. $10?
You don't get them fresh out the sack.
Man, I think TK needs to be investigated by the Special Victims Unit.
Yeah, is this
Why? Y'all,
it's
don't
legal.
make fun of me. I get make fun of everywhere I go. I feel
No,
like.
this sounds like a good business plan. If it has 200 spiders and you sell them for $10 a piece, that's $2,000.
Pete,
I thought you need some sort of license though to sell these exotic animals.
Yeah, I have to get a license.
Nah, man, all you gotta do is know somebody.
I do. I'm still learning.
You can sell them for a little bit more in the black market. Shut up, Squid.
You can sell them online for more, but what I'm saying is pet stores
live, right?
tend to
Yes.
pet stores don't do their homework and they sell wild caught spiders and sell them to people. And if you sell a wild caught female spider that's more than likely pregnant, they're going to have babies, and then you're going to have pissed off customers. These are going to be hand raised, farm bred spiders.
What's the difference between one that's hand raised and a wild one? They act different?
Well, it's going to be tame for one thing.
A tame?
A little more tame. A little more.
How do you tame a
No,
spider?
They can get used to people. Y'all just trust me. You don't own jumping spiders. You don't know.
Now, I have a question. I have a legitimate question here.
Okay.
Did you have the consent of these spiders before you pimped them or bred them?
No, and I'm not lying, y'all. I felt kind of sick because I'm like, the poor thing, she's getting raped, but she was ready for it. I mean, she wanted it.
Oh no!
No, I'm talking about spiders.
Oh, here we go. She was asking for it.
Yeah, she was consensually raped.
She was asking for it. Did you see what she was wearing?
Who just left?
Squid.
Squid.
Nick
I
D
didn't
had a
mean
good-
that. Squid.
Nick D just had a good point. He said that
Okay.
you're the P Diddy of the spider world.
No, taking her ass. Listen, okay. First of all, I put him with Gretchen. She shook her ass. He had no mind of her. He wouldn't even look at her. So I said, "Sorry, Gretchen. Maybe she was too fat because she was twice his size and she's a fat ass."
Yeah, he didn't like
So
the fat
was,
bitches.
He didn't like fat spiders. So I put him with Gidget, who's my little midget, and I thought, awesome, because he's little too. I can have a band of midget spiders. And at first, he wouldn't look at her, and she wanted him. She was flirting with him a little, and he was ignoring her. And I said, "Oh my God, Mom, what if he's gay?"
So he didn't like the fat one or the skinny one. Maybe he's gay.
I was worried. But then, Pete, you just give it a minute, and he turned around, and then it was like his arms just went out like boom. And he did the dance of love. He did the dance of flirting, and he got with her right away.
Wow.
She
Nothing like
submitted. What I mean is
PK
she
being a spider
submitted.
whisperer.
She submitted. She didn't get graped. Oh, Jesus. I'm going to get you shut down.
I feel dirty for listening to this conversation.
Sorry.
She submitted.
I mean, she's putting
doing the wild people.
She's putting a good spin on it, but let's be real. What you actually are pimping out spiders. That's what you're doing.
I'm helping people
Is
stop the
breeding.
squish.
Yeah.
Did he put
Hashtag stop
handcuffs
the
on her?
squish.
She's playing spider matchmaker. She's like, this one might be too
No.
fat. That one's too skinny.
This helps
Wait a minute.
arachnophobia,
This one's got baby daddy issues.
PTSD.
What's Stop the Squish? What's that?
Huh?
Stop the Squish is about teaching people that most spiders are not harmful. If anything, they get rid of all.
What she's saying is don't kill spiders.
Yeah, they're harmless. Just scoot them out the door.
No, they're not fucking. I got brown recluses around my house. Those
Oh, that's
motherfuckers aren't
different.
harmless.
No. Okay. I don't mind squishing no, I don't. Look, I'm not that hardcore.
Here's what I do.
I would kill a brown recluse.
Let me tell you something. Like when I'm working out in the yard, like I see spiders in my grass all the time. I don't mess with them because they're eating other bugs. But if I find one inside my house, I'm stepping on it.
No, I'm just saying that jumping
I'm not just gonna let it run
spiders,
around.
Once you get to know them, they're cute. They have a personality. They're not mean.
They don't have a
they're friendly.
personality.
Yes, they
Yeah,
do.
guess what? Any spider in my house is catching a flip flop upside the head. That's just how that goes.
You won't save them for me?
No, I won't.
What if I paid you $100 each spider?
I'll send you the carcass.
If you pay me $100 a spider, I can get you 5 spiders within the next hour.
I'm just teasing.
Okay.
I don't have that kind of money. I'm just asking him, like okay, I'm serious. No, let's do a pretend. Can we do a pretend? If I gave you $500 for every just spider you could find me, you put it in a solo cup, poke a couple holes.
I'd be rich.
Come pick it up that day. Would you do that for me, Slim? or you would still squish them?
For $500 per spider, I would. Yeah.
$500.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like, how much would it
$500
take?
per spider. Yeah, you got a deal. Okay, fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Did you know that June is Spider Pride Month?
Spider Awareness Month.
Spider Awareness Month.
Yeah, I was a little disappointed to find out that Juneteenth is not a paid holiday at work.
Now, Juneteenth.
Only in California and New York, I guess.
I guess. Well, and for federal employees, it's a federal holiday.
Oh, so okay, maybe. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is a federal holiday.
Oh, it is.
But I'm surprised you don't get a federal holiday off, even though you're a state worker.
Well, I mean, we don't get any days off outside of our scheduled days off because jail's 24/7, 365.
Oh, you mean the criminals don't take a day off?
They do not.
Oh. That's rude of them.
But luckily enough, well, luckily or unluckily, depending on how you look at it, I do have to work 4th of July, but
you get paid extra.
Oh, dude, our overtime rate is double time and a half.
That's good.
You know, at the last hospital I worked at, we didn't get time and a half for holidays. We got regular pay.
Damn.
Well, everywhere I've worked before now, except for the prison, I got regular pay for working holidays. But they do double time and a half, which
well, you deserve it though. Like
comes out to about $80 an hour. So yeah, I'll work 4th of July.
Slim,
yeah, I didn't mind working holidays when I used to
dig a
get paid.
man's fingers out of his ass. You should get double time and a half.
Well, I don't disagree with you, but you know.
Well, there's things, I went through that I thought I should have gotten double time and a half too. But that's just when you do a stressful job, you just do it. You know.
That's not even getting into how many people running around there have got God only knows what STD.
Oh,
I know. This is why I drive a Uber now.
You don't know how many of them are leaving that on your seat.
I don't drive people. I do delivery.
She does the food.
And shopping. I shop for people and do things like that. I don't drive people. Well, first of all, they wouldn't. I didn't want to do it, but I wanted to see. They were asking me to put a picture of my car, so I did. And they're like, "You're not eligible for rides because like I only have one seat." And it's the front one. The back seat is like the size for a toddler, maybe. One little, it's a 2-back seater, but it's not big.
Yeah, it's a Mustang, right?
Yeah, you have to have a 4-door car to do that. And I wouldn't want to anyway. I wouldn't want strangers in my car. What if they threw up?
Yeah. Well,
what if they fucking tried to kill you?
Yeah, but yeah,
that's my number one concern.
Well, the killing, yes, the first concern. The vomiting and any pooping, another concern. Or
pooping.
Or
that happens in patrol cars all the time, and usually we'll send one of the inmate workers out there to clean out the back seat.
Yeah, but at least that's not your personal car. Like,
yeah, this is my personal car. That's
in the back of police cars are
those
essentially
seats are kind of easy to clean.
Yeah, you fucking put a fire hose on them. Just spray it out.
You know what?
I'd soak it in bleach.
God.
No, I'll never do rides. That to me feels more dangerous because most people want you to leave the food or even their groceries at the door.
Yeah, plus I think both Uber and what's the other one, Lyft? They have a strict no weapons policy for a driver. Sorry.
I think that's
I'm not letting strangers in my car if I'm not armed. Sorry.
Exactly. I live in Florida though. I wonder if that's the case here.
I think it's the company policy. So yeah,
that's bullshit. You can't have a knife.
See, I don't know how they could enforce that because they don't technically have employees. Everybody that works there is an independent contractor.
No, it's against their policy. I don't know what happens if you. I mean, I would just carry a gun anyway, and if something happened, then fuck them. You know.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean,
but what about mace, Pete? Do they say that?
I don't know about that. I know there's no firearms policy. I don't know about the mace.
Knife.
Yeah.
I don't know. Where the hell's my belt? I got the good shit.
Oh, you got the pepper balls or whatever?
No. I got the good shit. Hang on. Where's my damn work
Tear
belt
gas.
at? This has tear gas mixed in it.
Nice. Well, listen to me.
Fuck, where's it at?
Better
There's my
than
belt.
killing.
Well, there's no guns in the jail.
Now, I would carry. Now, BA's got a good point. Carry mace in your car, or carry you a taser in your car, something like that.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I think a woman should be able to have something, at least mace. I mean, you can carry that around on your keychain.
Better
right?
to have bear spray.
Have you seen those keychains for women that are like, they're not brass knuckles, but you stick it over one of your fingers, like your middle finger, and it's got two spikes that come out of it?
Oh yeah, I got one. It's like they sell them they call them keychains.
Yeah. But I mean, if you punch somebody in the eyeball with that, their eye is gone.
Oh God! You know what? Like, I'm sure if I was ever in that situation, I wouldn't even think.
Well, if somebody's attacking you, you'll do anything to get them off of you.
They're called ball removers.
Ball removers? Is that
I
what
think I just close my eyes and go for it. I just close.
I just lost it. See, this is what happened to me with Vic. I can't hear. I can see she's talking. I can't hear anything. Can y'all hear me? I can't hear them. Here we go. Let me leave the studio and come back in and see if that fixes it. That's the same thing that happened to me with Vic. Is all of a sudden I couldn't hear him anymore. I guess it's on my end. I still can't hear him. Can hear you, not them. So you can't hear them either. Vic, are you there? Can you hear me? We only hear you. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Here, I'll show you. I'm in the studio. They're in the studio. Yeah, hold on. Let me pull it up. This is the same thing that happened with Vic. I just can't hear them. Paul's talking right now. I can't hear him. Slim's talking right now. I can't hear him. So, well, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. But it doesn't matter. It's 1 o'clock anyway, so I guess it's perfect timing. I don't know if you guys can hear me on the StreamYard, but I'm just going to end the show because if nobody can hear, if I can't hear and they can't hear you, then there's no reason to keep doing it. I'll be back tonight, though, at 10 o'clock. No, I'm sorry, not 10 o'clock, 9 o'clock. With Uncle Lou on his channel for the Lunch Money Show. We'll talk a little bit about the Slob Olympics and whatnot. So have a great rest of your Monday, and we'll see you guys tonight at 9 o'clock. Thank you.